How's it going, guys? I am back in BGC, and this time, I think it's for good. A lot of you guys probably guessed last time I was here that I was doing a little bit of a scouting mission, deciding if this is somewhere that I wanted to live or not, and yeah, I can't help it. I gotta admit, I really like it here a lot, and it's good to get your guys' feedback. I know that people have such mixed feelings about this place, from BGC's a bubble to BGC's so expensive to BGC is awesome, and that's absolutely a place that I would like to live. I get all of those feelings. The thing is that no one place is for everybody. Even the Philippines isn't for everybody, right? These guys are talking loud. Let me get walking. So what about me? Let me get a little bit self-centered, just talk about myself. Why do I want to be in BGC? Well, for me, it's not really about all the glitz and glamour. It's really a lot more about just building a good business network here. You guys know, well, most of you know, I lived in Cebu for about 5 years. I lived in Davao City for half a year. I love both places. Actually, almost everywhere I go in the Philippines, I wound up loving. I got videos on Iloilo. When I went there, I said, I love this place. When I went to Bacolod, I said, I love this place. Malapascua, everywhere I've been, I've really thoroughly enjoyed over here. The Philippines has so many diverse places to go, and I honestly can't even think of one place that I've been over here that I didn't really enjoy or really just think was a wonderful place. For me, though, I'm still working. I'm not retired over here. I really always need to be thinking ahead. What's my future when it comes to building my business? What do new partnership opportunities look like? What are the kind of people that I want to be around that might be best suited to be able to help me keep growing in these types of things? The reality for me is most of those people are here in places like BGC and Makati. It's not to say that they're not also in Cebu. They are. Or Davao. They are. But they're just a little bit fewer and further between, and that makes things go super slow. I'm 51. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and I really want to speed things up, speed the timeline up to be able to move forward in the ways that I want to in my life. And I gotta say, EDC, Makati, it's just a great place to be able to network and meet other business-minded type of people in the Philippines. So overwhelmingly, that's why I'm here. Now, is that the only reason why I'm here? Well, not necessarily. There are some other reasons why I like BGC. One of them is it's just a nice place, clean. There's great sidewalks. There's great places to eat over here. And it's just a place that I really enjoy the overall vibe of it. And when I think about where I want to live, those type of things come in my mind as well. You got to enjoy where you live, right? So BGC also is just a great vibe. And I really have mixed feelings when people leave comments like BGC is a bubble or BGC is not real Philippines. I know what people are saying. And on the one hand, I get it. It doesn't represent overall what the Philippines is typically like. But for me, it doesn't mean it's not the real Philippines. I mean, come on. Beverly Hills or Hollywood is also not real America, right? New York City isn't typical America either. Most of America is small rural towns, but does that mean that places like New York City aren't real America? Of course they are. And so is BGC, real Philippines, in my opinion. So is Makati. So is Newport, amazing new development over by Pasay in the airport. So is Alabang, so many other really nice business hubs over here and places that are in the Philippines and pushing ahead to show more of what the Philippines can be at its best in terms of infrastructure and just amenities and things that it offers. I really think that you got to question your thought of if it's really a healthy, positive thing to say that BGC is not the real Philippines. BGC is not the only place that's really nice. Go over to somewhere like Newport, a new development over by Pasay, by the Manila airport. You're going to see that that place is almost opulent with a lot of the things that it has, probably nicer than BGC in a lot of ways over there. But of course, it's real Philippines. For me, I really think that whether you're a Filipino, whether you're a foreigner, that you should be cheering the Philippines on when you see places like BGC and say, hey, this is great. This is a place in the Philippines where they're taking care of infrastructure, where they're cleaning the roads and the sidewalks, and everything just looks really nice, where there's a lot of great restaurants coming in, where there's theater, where there's concerts, where there's life that's going on day and night. these are wonderful things and things that I think is part of the Philippines that can be, and I hope more and more will be one day. But listen, that's not to say everybody just wants to live in a big city over here. I think that when you think about places like this, I'm not saying all the Philippines should be like this, but bigger cities ideally would be more like this. And so would medium-sized cities. Go to places like Iloilo, go to places like Bacolod, see the new infrastructure, the hotels, the condos, the housing subdivisions, the roads, the overpasses, everything else there. And you'll see that even a lot of these smaller province cities are beautiful. They're doing an amazing job with really growing these places. So for me, guys, I am here in BGC for business reasons, first and foremost. But secondly, I'm really here because I care about being in a place that just feels great. That's nice. I love it here, and it's great to be able to experience a different vibe to the Philippines than I have in other places that I've lived. You guys just might want to check it out over here as well. Come with an open mind and listen. When it comes to things like prices, it's just not accurate to say that BGC is so much more expensive than places like, say, Cebu City, where I've been. It's just not. Look at the recent video that I did where I was comparing a Cebu City and BGC condos. You're just going to see they're about the same price. Now, does that mean that BGC is cheap? Nope. It just means Cebu City is also kind of expensive now. And the Philippines isn't the cheapest place to live in Southeast Asia. So, big picture, what I'm going to be doing is just staying at some Airbnbs, probably for anywhere between like 4 to 7 days at a time, and just see what I think of these different places. Is it somewhere that I would want to live? Is it not? And this is really the advice that I give to people when they ask me, how should I find out where to live in the Philippines? Where's a good place to live? I always tell people that you really just want to check out different places, check out different cities, whether you like big cities, small cities, beach town, mountain town. There's something for everybody here in the Philippines. Figure out what you like and then go to multiple of those types of places and see what's going to be a good fit for you. And then check out different places in each of those areas. Like right now, like last time when I was here, I stayed at a condo called Uptown Park Suites, right next to the Landers here in BGC. Super convenient, near Uptown Mall. It was pretty good. Did I love it? No. I would probably need to see a couple of other places there, check it out a little bit more to be able to really decide on that. This time, I started off at Avida Towers or Verde, and I don't love it. At least I don't love the place that I'm in. I was kind of shocked. They said, like, you can't even flush, like, toilet paper down the toilet here. Are you kidding me, people? And then I went to shave this morning, and it was like, there's no hot water in the sink. This is BGC? I don't think so, people. I was a little bit disappointed. Now, that doesn't mean that every place in this condo is bad, but it means that the place where I'm staying kind of sucks. And if you can't flush toilet paper down one place here, it's probably the same in the other. Now, I think this is one of the older places here, so that's probably a big part of the reason why that's the case. But I was a bit shocked. I told the guy, like, in 51 years of being alive, I've never encountered a place quite like that. I'll keep looking around. Once I find a place here that I really love, where I don't want to keep looking anywhere else, then that's it. That'll be the place that I call home or that I decide to stay long term. And that's my big plan. So, if you have any leads, places that you think are great to stay here, let me know. I also look over at Rockwell in Makati, great area as well. But I think I'm just really in love with the BGC area. Super walkable, easy to get to everything. There's a lot of meetups and different things that happen here. And so it's just kind of a practical place to be. All right, guys, let me show you a quick look. Some nice greenery. Yeah, I know, concrete jungle. But yeah, this is Uptown Mall. I'm in the upper BGC area. JP Morgan Chase's buildings over there. And what are these dudes? They're fixing the water fixtures, some kind of fire display, something like that happened. So it's still morning here, and so they're fixing it before everything opens up. Well, that is it, guys, for this video. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Really appreciate all of your support. And as always, guys, thanks again for taking the time to watch. Take care.